This is an installation video for the GSdesigns magazine extensions for the ASC manufactured Colt pattern 9mm LAR-15 pistol magazines. They will extend the body of the magazine to the approximate size and shape of the extended 32 round Colt magazine. So what you'll need is a 1.5mm Allen wrench and a punch or some other sort of tool for removing the magazine base plate. First thing you'll want to do is take your 1.5mm Allen wrench and back out the silver screw at the back of the extension. Set those off to the side. Then take your tool, push down the button in the middle of the magazine base plate, and then slide the base plate off. Make sure you hold on to the spring plate to keep it from flying off. Now, the extension attaches to the magazine in the opposite way of how the base plate came off the magazine. So what you're going to want to do is take the front of the magazine, point it at the back of the extension, and while holding the spring plate, make sure that the spring hasn't popped out the front of the spring plate. Because for these magazines, if the spring is sticking out there, the spring plate won't sit flush against the bottom of the magazine when the extension is installed. So if the spring is sticking out there, the spring plate will sit on an angle, and when you load rounds in, you won't get your full capacity. You'll be only loading 9, or the 10th round will go in with a lot of difficulty. So take the front of the magazine, point it at the back of the extension where the hole was, line up the rails, and slide them together. So at this point, you'll want to check that the spring plate is flush against the bottom. If it's not, just remove it and start over again. If it is flat, then you can push the extension on the rest of the way. Then you're going to want to take your screw, I recommend that you start it into the hole by hand. And then tighten it down. And you're done. Now to remove the extension, you just reverse the process, unscrew the screw, push the extension off. You'll notice that it'll stop about halfway. That's because of the bump on the spring plate. You'll have to push down on the spring plate in order to slide the magazine extension the rest of the way off. Then you reverse it, reattach your base plate, screw the screw back in, and you're done.